So Goldman Sachs didn't have any GPA criteria for sitting in the online assessments, nor did they have any branch constraints. Apart from that, even during the shortlisting, GPA and branch wasn't given that much of an emphasis because I, with a GPA of 8.02, also got shortlisted. However, there are certain companies which do take into account the GPA of those candidates. So say for example, in a scenario where a lot of candidates have solved equal amounts of questions, GPA is also given weightage, right? So it is always advisable to have a good GPA because that helps during the shortlist. So apart from the online assessment, I had to go through 2 rounds of interviews. I have had friends who had to go through 3 rounds of interviews. So basically it depends on your performance in those subsequent rounds. The first round, the questions consisted of data structures and algorithms and mathematics, and in the second round, the interviewer asked me questions regarding my previous internship project and some design questions. So I think in the second round, the interviewer asked me to design another application which was similar to one of my projects that I've made, but he wanted me to make it according to his own desired functionalities. Apart from that, if you're going to sit in a Goldman Sachs interview, I think Goldman Sachs has a history of asking too many of the puzzle questions or too many of probability and statistic questions. So I think it is very advisable to be well versed in these topics before sitting through the interview. I think this is subjective depending on every situation and every individual's understanding of the situation. So if there is a question that is asked to you that you have no knowledge about, then I think it's probably right to go ahead and tell the interviewer that you don't have any knowledge on this particular subject. Even if you have some knowledge about that particular question, I think it is right to be honest about it and tell him that your knowledge on this subject is pretty limited and you are just making an honest attempt to solve the question. Either ways, I think being honest to the interviewer is far better than trying to outsmart him, for the reason that in case he finds out, that thing can probably cost you that opportunity. So yeah, I believe being honest is a right thing to do. I said in my previous answer that both of my interviews had extensive discussion on projects, whereas my second interview was completely project oriented, where I had to explain him my previous internship projects. So questions on projects and previous work experience is one of the most important things that students should expect in interviews. Apart from that, I don't think there is any standard way or a template method for going about explaining your projects. There can be multiple ways and it can depend from person to person. So the methodology that I like is called the STAR methodology, which was introduced to me by one of my seniors. So STAR basically refers to situation, task, action and result. So this is how I go about explaining my project, and the reason I like this methodology is, firstly, it makes very easy for the interviewer to grasp of what was done in the project and why it was done, and secondly, it gives a structure to your proper structure to your explanation. So I personally like this methodology, but again, there can be other methods which could be as good or maybe better. I think soft skills play a crucial role in the selection process, because companies just don't look for candidates who are going to bring great technical skills to work, but they also look for candidates who are going to bring a confident personality to work. On top of that, in situations where you are supposed to explain the interviewer your particular solution or your thought process, I think your technical skills become null and void if you're not able to go ahead and articulately explain your approach. So I think, yeah, soft skills do matter during the coding interviews. Apart from that, I was a part of the Literary and Debating Society of IIT ISM LITC from my first year, and that helped me instill confidence in myself and made me develop my communication skills. But irrespective of which club you are part of, I think it is good that you are part of any club, because being a part of a club, it makes you acquainted with handling pressures and performing under pressure. So it's always a plus that if you are part of any club or active in any particular co-curricular activities. I think some students don't pay attention to core CS subjects like OOPS or object operating systems or computer networks, which are very frequently asked during the interviews, I think. Apart from that, in data structures and algorithms, I feel a lot of students don't have the habit of documenting concepts or questions that they might wish to refer in future. I think people should realize at hindsight that documenting these things can be very beneficial, and that is something which could be employed by a large amount of students. A lot of students have a habit of thinking in silence, which becomes problematic when there are long stretch silence in the coding interviews. So I think constantly interacting with your interviewer or maybe periodically explaining him your thought process can go a long way. best interview experience has to be the second round of the Goldman Sachs interview, where the interviewer asked me to design an application fulfilling his needs. The reason I found that interview particularly good is because the interviewer didn't try to restrict me to any framework or any tech stack. All he wanted me to do is showcase my creative thinking and problem solving ability and logical reasoning to come up with a design in those 30 minutes. So that is the reason I found that interview particularly very good. I think at the last minutes you should be confident of your skills, your efforts and yourself. Because what happens is this internship phase becomes a bit too stressful and then people start doubting their efforts and their skills. So being confident in the last minute is very crucial.